Hi, my name is Amy and welcome to my channel. I have a passion for cruising and I also have a passion with sharing tips and tricks to enjoy yourself while you're on your cruise. So I just wanted to go over some kind of unusual items that I bring on my trip that I really haven't seen other cruisers share. So let's kind of just jump right into some items that I love to carry with me when I'm travel that maybe other people don't think of. My brain kind of works a little bit differently than other people, and I'm really into details. So I try and make my stay on the ship as comfortable as I can because sometimes for me it is really just those little things that can add up to a make or break cruise for me. So let me just kind of go through. I've got a whole pile of stuff with me. Something that I was thinking of, if you're anything like me and you can't see with your glasses off, and also it's really hard to find a location where there is a light and a mirror together, I like to bring like this little travel light. It can hook onto a tripod, but it also comes with a clip. Both of these are interchangeable on either place that you want to put them, and or you can just remove them both, but you just charge them with a USB-C cable. So it has a little port here, so you just charge that with the cable. And there are also like color temperature buttons on the side and brightness levels. So if I turn this on, it is going to absolutely blind you. So it's super, super bright and it can be turned up and down. Also, there are color temperature changes. So you can see the color temperature changing. It also has a battery indicator on the back, which is great. Woo! Okay, that's bright. Let me turn that off. Yeah, this is really great. It's also great, like if you're wanting to take photographs anywhere on the ship and it just doesn't have enough light, so you can just kind of carry this with you. It's small enough to fit in a pocket. And I just got this off of Amazon. It was like $25 for two of them. So everybody is always going on and on about I need outlets in the room. I need places to plug things in. So one of my tips is just make sure you bring not only obviously your American style plugs, if you're from America, but if you have any of these European adapters, they're just really inexpensive ones that you put your US plug in the back here, and then these will go into the extra European plug that is usually in the room. Now, these are not voltage adapters. These are only adapters for just the plug itself. And then some ships will have a UK plug. So if you happen to have a UK plug lying around, you can take this as well. But yeah, I just have these. I probably paid maybe a dollar or two, but it's been a really long time since I bought these. I wouldn't necessarily get these on Amazon because I think they're about 10 bucks a piece. And they just, let me show you. So you just this is a power brick. So you would just stick the power brick in here and then you can use the European plug this way. Oh, and then speaking of electronics, what I like to do, because a lot of them don't always have a place to plug in your phone right by your bedside table, especially if you're using a CPAP. You're usually going to use the American style plug, the 120 volt for your CPAP. And then sometimes you don't have a place to put your phone. So what I like to do is I like to carry a battery bank like this. And this particular one happens to have a display to tell me the battery percentage. And then it also has this cool little feature where the handle is a USB-C cord. So you can use that to charge it. But I like to actually use this when I'm sleeping to charge my phone. So that way I don't have to worry about, plugging my phone in all the way on the other side of the room. I just plug it into this battery. Now this one, I also do like to take out with me when I am out at port, but I believe this one will charge my phone for 3 times, which is great before I have to recharge it. Now it does have a USB-C and a USB-A on it. Now if I had my choice, I would buy one that is a little smaller, maybe a little lighter. So I think I might actually get an extra one for my next trip, but it's really nice to be able to have this one that'll do 3 charges of my phone. Something that I love to keep with me, I love to bring these wet ones. So I usually have 2 different styles. I usually have the ones in the pack that I'll keep in my room, and then I have these. These are individual packets, and I'll put these in my purse and I'll throw some in my pocket, and I love to be able to just take them out with me. And I like the individual packets because then when I'm done using the wet wipe, I can fold it back up and stick it in the packet so it doesn't get everything else in my purse wet, and then I can dispose of it when I'm back on the ship. I think these are really great for situations where you can't wash your hands, or you're just out on trips and maybe you're sweaty or just your hands have gotten dirty. I think they're really awesome. And also too, like if you use the restroom in a place that doesn't have soap or water, these are really good. They are antibacterial. It says it kills 99.99% of germs. And there are two different scents. There's a fresh scent and a citrus scent. And I have both of them and I love them. Next, kind of the one other thing. So electronic wise, I really like these little kind of plastic things that I stick on my cords. So they just go over the end. Now I got them in like maybe a 10-pack on Amazon. So this little hole just slips right over your cord, and then you just roll up your cord, and then you just use it kind of to go around the cord and keep it together. Now I do like to try and keep the ends close together because then that way it keeps it together better. And then just keep wrapping it, and then it just fits. It just fits right over that little knob there. And so these are great little cord keepers. Like I said, I got them in about a pack of 10 off of Amazon. I'm sure there's other places that you can get them. Another thing electronic related that I really, really love is when I get on the ship, I usually take my regular phone out of its wallet. So that way I'm not carrying around a phone with a bunch of credit cards and my driver's license. And I like to switch to this. So this is just a regular kind of hard-shelled, kind of non-slip phone case, but it also has this little plastic thing here that I bought separately. So it has a nice long cord and it's adjustable, so you can just slip it over your neck and then kind of drop your phone and you know have it with you all of the time. And what's great about this is it also has a little stand so you can set your phone down. But I think this is just a kind of a great anti-theft device. So your phone, you know, one, if you drop your phone, it's not going to hit the ground. And two, like if somebody comes to snatch your phone out of your hand, well, it's not going to go far because it's pretty attached, right? If you're pulling this, it's going to take really a lot of force to get that to break free, especially with your phone in it. It's going to keep that plastic piece attached really well. Okay, so next up, I have like this little pill thing. It's like one of those cheapy Sunday through Saturday ones that you can either use for your medication, so you can portion out your meds for each day, or this is really great for little things like if you have earrings. You can put your earrings in this. Now it doesn't necessarily stay closed all that good sometimes. Like right now, it is snapping really well, but I have on occasion had it come open. So I always just keep it in this little Ziploc bag. So I really love taking this with me. So another toiletry is I usually try and kind of bring like a bag of soap, or usually I'll just bring one of these slivers, because usually in the room, the hand soap that comes free in the room doesn't usually remove the lotion or hair products from my hands. So when I put my oil and my leave-in conditioner in my hair, it doesn't remove it with just the regular hand soap that's in the room. So I like to bring just a little sliver of soap. So I just take this little sliver with me, and then if I don't feel like bringing it back, I can just throw it away at the end of the cruise, because honestly, like it's so little, the piece that I'm getting rid of, that I really don't feel that bad about it. Oh, so another great thing, speaking of hair, like my hair, obviously you see it's very curly. When it's very humid, it gets really frizzy. And I don't like to wash it every day because it gets dry. So usually like the second day after I wash it, when I get up, I like to put a bit of moisture on it to kind of get the curl back. So I just bring this little spray bottle and I fill it up with water, and then I just spritz my hair. It's also really great if you're trying to get wrinkles out of your clothes. So some fabrics, like if you put a bit of water on them and just kind of pull on them, this works great for that. So I got it in the travel section at CVS. And another thing I think I got this at the Dollar Tree. I bought a little pack of these little teeny tiny containers, and they have this little lid on them that you can pull off, and then they just close pretty tightly. What I like to do is I like to put in like hair product or lotion that's going to go in my carry-on. So honestly, this much hair product for my leave-in conditioner is all that I need for a 7 to 10 day trip, because I don't really need to put that much in my hair. Also, when I use my face lotion, I can just fill one up completely or fill 2 of them up completely, and that is enough for my trip. And then I just slide it into my toiletry bag that goes through TSA with me. Now, I would advise against putting a very slippery liquid, such as like a silicone, like a anti-frizz serum for your hair, because that will leak out of this. So I've learned that lesson a couple of times where I filled it up. I was really hoping to get away from the big bottle that I take with me that doesn't leak, but yeah, this does not work for that. But for regular lotions, it works really great. So I had to stop for a minute to go grab a couple items that I think are worthy of being included in this kind of unusual items list. And one of them is something that I really enjoy. I love doing puzzles, and so I love to be able to take them with me, but most of the boxes are really big. So I bought these little ones at the dollar store, or I think I got them at Dollar Tree to be exact. Now this is a 20-inch by 12-inch or 51 centimeter by 30 centimeter. So great size for taking on the trip with you, weighs almost nothing. And the size of the puzzle piece is a little bit more than like a postage stamp size. So it's actually a really good size, pretty easy to see for people who maybe have low vision, and pretty good for people with dexterity issues. So they're not too small. Lots of fun to put together. And usually I just donate it to somebody else on the ship when I'm done with it. Another thing that I just recently got into that I enjoy is paint by numbers. So you can see this is actually 2 of them, and it comes sealed with the paints. Now I'm not sure how this would do if you bought this in your carry-on through TSA, because this is liquid or a paste, but definitely you could put this in your checked luggage. You know, this was maybe $10, so not a big loss if it gets damaged, but the paints dry really quickly. It's just a really fun thing to do, you know, in the afternoon, or just anytime you have downtime and just want to do something other than all the other activities other people are doing. It's kind of mindless entertainment, lots of fun. So I'm going to bring this on my next cruise with me. Now, a tip for those of you who have difficulty seeing is there are a lot of magnifying glasses that you can buy that can clip onto the edge of this, and then it just goes over the top of it. And you can also get ones that have a light on it. So you can take your battery pack that I showed you earlier, and you can plug the light into the battery pack and clip the magnifying glass on, and then it will illuminate it, and you can look through the magnifying glass as you're painting. So that is a great tip, you know, to be able to have fun with this while you're on the trip. Another thing is I'm absolutely in love with this backpack. So it's a Zomake backpack, and it is actually a full-size backpack. So it does zip down into this little pouch that you can easily throw in your carry-on or your checked luggage. And this is my day pack. I don't like carrying over-the-shoulder bags or a large purse. So it's a standard backpack with the shoulder straps. It has 2 compartments, and then it has the pocket that it just unzipped from in the front. You actually can fold it in and make another little zipped pocket. I know you can't see this because my camera's not angled well enough, but yeah, it makes a little front pocket. So then you have this interior pocket, and then this interior pocket with another little pouch inside. It does have a little hook to hang it, and I usually keep a carabiner on that. And then it does have 2 side little mesh with a little bit of elastic, and that's great for your water bottle. And then it also has a little clip and so if your water bottle is tall enough that it needs to be clipped in, you can clip that in. But I really like this as opposed to the shoulder bag because those tend to slip off or you set them down, where this just stays on you all of the time. The other benefit is that the zippers, the zipper pulls, you can actually, like I usually tie them together. Like you can slip this together and this just like if someone's trying to get in there, it's going to take them an extra bit of time to be fiddling with this, but you can also buy like another little carabiner or something that locks and snap that on there. So you can do that for both of them, which is really, really great. And I have been known also to like tie it closed with a hair tie and just kind of make an elaborate knot. So it just makes it really difficult if somebody was trying to get into it. And another purchase that I love to take with me anytime I'm doing sightseeing, and a lot of people probably don't think to take this with them. So what I like to do is I just bring these binoculars. Now these are absolutely great. I did a lot of research on them and they are Celestron. They were about $100. They're not inexpensive, but a good value. I've had these for about 10 years and you can use them with your glasses on. So you adjust your eyepieces, so you adjust the middle to be able to get it to the right width of your eyes, and then you adjust the center and it goes from 10 by 42. That is magnification. So the magnification is 10 to 42, but you can either take your glasses off and adjust it so it comes in focus with your glasses off, or you can leave your glasses on and adjust it to fit the vision with your glasses. So that's really the great part. And then around the eyes, it has another adjustment for just kind of fine tuning. So these are really great. I love taking these for whale watching, bird watching. I took them to Africa when I went on safari, and I do take them on cruises. And the final thing is just kind of a habit I've developed over the years is I have this like little bag. It's just got a mesh front in it. And this is my it stays packed all of the time and just goes with me on every trip. It gets thrown in my carry-on and it's kind of just like the all-purpose bag. So you can see I have my toothbrush with my little toothbrush cover. I have tweezers, I have nail clippers, I have a razor, I have Q-tips, I have my lucky pen from Royal Caribbean when I won a trivia. So I keep that with me at all times. So I have a thing of hair clips. I have hair ties. I have Band-Aids, my deodorant. I have a comb in here. I have some wet ones, and I have a little facial cleaner. So I just keep this packed all of the time and just throw it in my bag. So I know that all of this stuff is ready to go, that I just need to grab my regular hairbrush and I need to grab my liquids. So this is just kind of a grab and go. And that's one of the things I advise as well is like, if you travel a lot, just keep your toiletries topped up. When you come home and you're unpacking, fill everything up at that point and then put it back in the closet. So when you're getting ready to go on your next trip, you're not having to worry about getting all that filled up. It's all ready to go. Yep. And I also keep dental floss in there as well, and a nail file, because you never know when you're going to need that. So that's pretty much all of my fancy things that I like to take with me on a cruise. So really appreciate you being here with me today, and I love sharing stuff like this. So if there's anything like really out of the box that you bring with you, I'd love to hear about it. Also, if you're interested in learning about how to save money using casino offers, make sure you check some of my other videos out. I have one that goes over in detail Royal Caribbean's Club Royale program and how to use it and what the tiers are and when to expect to get offers and how to book them. And then I also have one that goes over how I turned $400 of casino play into $3,000 of savings over 3 Royal Caribbean cruises. So make sure you check all of those things out. And if you seek Amy, you may find her on a cruise. So keep on traveling, everybody, and happy cruising.